Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. If you were in the if you watched the first live stream earlier on, it's a bit of a rare one today. We're doing two live streams. This is just a bonus one. Look at the Atari 2600. Haven't looked at too many Atari 2600 reviews, well, games in fact, for a while. It's pretty much the trickiest one for me to do because a few tech bits going, and we'll be going between the webcam there and there, so if I forget to put the gaming thing back on, apologies, and please shout back at me, because I'm sure that'll be all okay. So you can hear me nice and clearly, that's fine. Good. So it's all about relaxing, having a bit of fun there with the games, and having a, muck around and stuff. So welcome back. We're going for about an hour and a half or so. It might be less of you in the second one because it's in a bonus one, but that just makes it a bit more homely, a bit more community there. Don't start any fires to warm things up or anything. So the first one we're playing is Kung Fu Master. Let's just load this up first of all. Now it's a game I haven't reviewed yet. I don't think I've really got the hang of it too much. What a surprise there. But anyway, you might have had this one back in the day, so let's get that on the board. Then I'll flick over to my other screen, and you should be able to see that, I think. He hopes. There we go. Now let me know if it's too loud. The Atari 2600 has got glorious sounds, very earthy sounds, but they do tend to be very, very loud. Now Kung Fu Master is a horizontal scroller fighter by Activision in 1984, where you must battle along the level, then go back and beat some bosses. So if I do well on this, then fabulous. So hello to everyone in the chat section so far. It's Gumdio, I know you was there a bit early on, thank you. Julie, your old gamer, Steve, 790, though your comment for some reason has been held by review by YouTube, don't know why. Dow G, thank you. And there we go. And anyone that might be sitting back or watching this on a pre-record, Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's have a bit of fun. Right, anyway, Nick, what you doing? You're trying to play Kung Fu Master, aren't you? Right, here we go. Too loud or too quiet? Let me know. Activision 1984, so here I go. Now I must fight all these people. Any contact with them, oh, duck below that. Any contact with them, and I will lose energy. You see my strength bars in the yellow, the enemies in the red. Oops, I should have jumped over that. That's not very good. Oh yeah, I took a bit of damage there, so I'm probably not going to do it now. Hi Joe, no baggy. Oh no. Yeah, this sort of happened to me on any of my practice goes that I was having. Oh, boo, and he's dead. Next life. He's dressed up like one of those guys from the Death Star that were powering the laser beam. Now, if the enemy touch you, then it's pretty much Doomsville. Right, hang on a minute. I'm sure there's a way of doing this. Jump. Duck. No. Right, we need to get to the end. Kick that fella out there. Hi, elf boy. I'm trying to mosey my way through this thing. So we've been playing for about an hour to an hour and a half. Duck. What's he going to do now? Jump. At the end, there's an end-of-level boss who I've never got by yet. But as I say, this is one of those games I'm yet to review. There's the end-of-level boss. It's like Zorro or someone. How many times do I have to hit him? Right, in the face. Whoops. Oh, I almost got him. Do I have to start all the way from the start? I have to start all the way from the start again. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. I was a bit too late for a cartridge sort of like games of the Atari 2600. I come in, my entry point was ZX Spectrum, which you probably know. Whoa. Yes, I haven't done an Atari 2600 stream for a while. I know some of you might have had this as your first system. The games have got a sort of like a feeling all of their own, really. Whoa. They do look a bit like race jockeys, yeah. A little bit of sliding there. Lots of different moves. Well, I say a lot of different moves. About 4. So not really that many moves then. No, okay, fair enough, you got me. Now, people who have played this a lot probably got a way of racing through this super first. I'm playing it a bit like a newbie, as a lot of the games that I do. Can we get away from this Death Star man? Duck. Right. Oh, look at that. I mean, I think that there's a Spectrum version of this that's not very good, but this is probably the best version of Kung Fu Master. I think there might be a homebrew about on the Spectrum that tries to do it a little bit better, but it was from the arcades, wasn't it? This. Oh, look, if they get stuck on you, you lose strength pretty quickly. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. Man, I'm almost as good at this game as I am on the Sensible World of Soccer from early on, if you saw that stream. If you're enjoying watching the channel, I always say this, and you haven't done so far, please consider subscribing. A lot of content generally goes up, a huge amount today. 2 ZX Spectrum homebrews gone up, pre-recorded, both Christmassy themed homebrews, and there was the Amiga stream today. You might have been there, you probably were. And the, of course, this Atari 2600. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Right, Bazza says it's a bit cold out there. Well, I certainly won't be going out this evening, that is for sure. But I suppose some people will be darting up the supermarket, I guess, to get a few odds and sods, because it's the only thing that's open. I finished wrapping all my presents today, which is pretty good, and I didn't run out of wrapping paper. I thought I was going to have to go out and buy some, but no. So I don't need to go up any of the... I don't need to go to the supermarket again. That's good, isn't it? But I am at work tomorrow for a few hours, and then that's that. Expect to be quite chaotic. Never mind, eh? Never mind, eh? I just go into my inner self, and I just think of these live streams that we're doing today to beat stress and all that sort of stuff. Let's run away from this twit. Take that, and party. Diddly. How's the sound for you? Is it a bit quiet? This Atari 2600. I did put it down a little bit lower than usual. Oops. It's weird. Sometimes I have the sound volume, and I think the live stream itself sometimes dictates the level of it as well. There we go. Right. Elfboy says spent most of his holiday money in Cornwall on the arcade. Oh, well, 1 year. I suppose it could be quite addictive. Yeah. I like to. It wasn't very popular in the live stream earlier on. A game called Big Run on the Commodore Amiga. I'd like to see that on the arcades. I think that could be a pretty good arcade game. A little bit quiet. Okay, Julie, I'll turn it up for next time. I think I've got it about a decibel lower than I normally would have the thing. Oops. And I'm probably going to die quite soon, so then I'll have a look at this sound again. I mean, Enduro. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. Oh dear, I think that might be too much. There we go. That might be too loud now. We'll soon find out. Whoa, take that. Or it might be just a generally quiet game. Right, okay. Now this bloke wears a grey costume. IK Plus, that's a game that come out on practically everything. One of my favourites, like kicking karate games. It didn't come out on the Atari VCS, I don't think. The Atari 2600, I mean. Yeah. Take that to the nose. Has anyone actually completed this game? Is your go similar to what mine is, or was you quite a bit better? Sounds fine now. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Right, now by doing F1 on my device here, it should cycle around different games. I think that just means 2-player, 1 and 2. We'll do a 2-player, then we'll have a go at Seaquest, which I reviewed a couple of weeks ago. I absolutely love Seaquest. It's a really, really good game. You control a yellow submarine. I love that game. But I tell you what though, I wasn't familiar with the 2600 either, Bazza, but the more I'm playing, the more I'm sort of like enjoying it and see what I missed out on. I think in the Atari 2600 playlist on the channel, I think we've done less than 50 games, but it might be coming up to it soon where we do a recap vid. But I am enjoying looking at them. I mean, some are better than others. I love the pole position games. Montezuma's Revenge, which we haven't reviewed, but we did look at a live stream, was pretty good. Miss Pac-Man, and my favourite one so far is the first one I looked at actually, called Enduro. That's a great little game. I love Enduro. Enduro for the win. Ooh. But it's 8-bit, and I say this all the time, so it is 8-bit like the Spectrum, Commodore 64 and Amstrad CPC, but quite often it looks like it's less than 8-bit, because those other machines could, I think sometimes they can do a bit more. But the colour palette is great. There's quite a lot of colours. There's quite a lot of colours going on here. Right, I've got to the end of level boss once. There he is. What do you do here? Just kick him and run off. That's what you do. Oh, and he's jabbed me. He's jabbed me to my inner thigh, and that's always been my weakness. Oh, look at that. I can't... Oh, look at that. That's a bit of a shame. I got stuck on that person. That was player 2, though, so we won't worry about them. Diddly. Oh. You lose a lot of strength to those guys, but there must be a sort of like a tactic. I mean, yeah, I agree, Gumjo. Miss Pac-Man was good. I mean, Junior Pac-Man, Pac-Man Junior was good as well because the maze was scrolling in different directions, and just like those Pac-Man games, I did like as well. Aliens, which we have looked at a couple of times on a live stream. There, that was like a maze, but you controlling a colonial marine with a flaming gun as well. Right. Oh, duck and cover. Oh, look at that! You get stuck on one of these warriors, and it's game over. See, look, I've got stuck now. I'm pressing all the buttons, but I got stuck. Is that just a gremlin, or is it just my version doing that? Ugh. Diddly. I've said it to you a few times, I think, on the other stream, but Merry Christmas to you. Hello, Jason. Hope you're well. I think I recognise you from earlier on. We're on the Atari 2600, of course. This one is Kung Fu Master, and it's more like Kung Fu Disaster with me in charge. You can't jump, unfortunately. If there was a way to jump, that would have been pretty good. Oh, Beam Rider's good, Julie. That's a good shout. No, I got stuck on him again. Beam Rider, we reviewed that also on the Commodore 64 and the Spectrum, which is good to see. And just think that reminds me as well, it's also got converted, is Hero. That was a good game. And also River Raid was a good game as well. You might not have seen it if you don't follow the channel that closely, but we did review a sequel, a homebrew to Hero on the Spectrum called Hero Returns. I didn't quite enjoy it as the original one, but it did add an extra difference to it, which is pretty cool. So check that one out if you haven't already. Hero Returns. He certainly did return. It's the same sort of thing, but the levels are slightly different, which is what you'd expect, really. I would love this down the arcade. I'd imagine the arcade game might be easier than what this is on the Atari 2600. I'm guessing. I might be wrong. But this will be our last go. Then I'll do a bit of jiggery pokery, and once the lives are gone, of course, and we'll load. Oh, it's going to be in a minute because he's got stuck again. Yeah, it's a lot better than the Spectrum version. Jason plays really a lot. Plays really a lot better. Right, let's go on the webcam now. Bit where I switch it over. Now this is the bit where it could all go wrong, and I forget to switch it back again. But I'm on the case today. Right, okay. So I need to load up the next game. It's going to be Seaquest, one of my favourite games. Well, of recent that I reviewed anyway. Let's get that in the right place. You might be able to hear it already. And back we go. Is it going to come up? There it comes up. Right, okay. So you control a submarine. This is by Activision again in 1983. And you must rescue 5 divers. All the time the air's running out, which you can see on that white bar along the bottom. If your air runs out, you go up the top, but you then lose a diver. So you've got to get your wits about you. It starts off fairly easy and then gets more difficult, as you'd expect from a game. 3 yellow submarines. And you can see how many lives I've got there up the top, right? So keep an eye on that air. Keep an eye on the amount of divers that I've got left to rescue. Here we go. Right, I'm going to fire each way. So here's the sub. Look out for blue divers. And shoot fish, because they're evil fish of doom. Right, it's fairly straightforward, this game, but I like it. Yeah, actually, I think that's got a great skyline, Julie, yeah. Right, I've got to collect that diver. Swim to me. Oh, see, I've surfaced too early there. Because I've surfaced too early, I've lost my number of divers. You need to get, I think it's 5 you need to get. That's supposed to, oops, and don't get shot. Don't get shot, right. Right, okay, so there's some divers. 1, 2. They're queuing up down the bottom there. 3. Right, get round the yellow fish. I know they're the same colour as the sub, but that doesn't matter. They're not our friends. 1 more diver, and then we go up the top, and we've done it, and then it's on to the next level. If you die or crash into anything, like those bunny rabbit things, then that's it. You can't kill the divers, I don't think. No, you can't. I think we need 1 more, actually, so we need 6 of them. That's it. So it's flashing. So we go to the top, and we've completed the level, and that's all there is. That's all there is to it, really. Exploding Fist was amazing, says Elfboy. It was. It was. I can't remember if I reviewed that or not. I might not have done. I think I might have reviewed it on the Spectrum. What else did it come out on? Probably come out on the Commodore 64, didn't it? That game. So it's a nice, gentle game. I think in the review I ended up singing "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine." I'll try and not sing it in this to save your eardrums, but it's got that sort of like level of fun to it. They could have easily done a Christmas version where the submarine was decorated in tinsel, maybe, but they didn't. Oops, I've gone up too early again. Right, there we go. I had plenty of air left. It's a bit like Manic Miner, isn't it, where you run out of air, but the game's a bit different to that one. 2 more divers. 1, 2, so there we go. That other one can fend for himself. We don't need him. Boo! Let's get gradually more crowded as we go along. Now, I've never travelled in a submarine because I suffer a little bit from claustrophobia. I'm all right in an elevator, a packed elevator. I'm all right there because I know I'm going to get out. But if I was in a submarine and knew we weren't going to surface for days, I think I'd go crazy, and that's probably why I aren't a very good content person to go to Mars, where it takes 2 years to get there, and you need to be in a confinement for that time in a tight space on the ship. I believe they were doing tests. I've gone off to one of my tangents again, where they experimented with people locked underwater for that sort of level, oxygen, to see how long they could go for without going mad. Because imagine yourself in a very small space with the same people for 2 years. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Oh no, a fish goes into the submarine and you explode. Right. 1. Probably get away with just weaving around stuff here. You can go diagonally like that. There's a submarine on the top there, or is it an elephant? Oops, I'm facing the wrong way. Oh dear. Nincompoop. Nincompoopery. And that's the first time I've mentioned nincompoopery today. Oh, look at that. Why did the submarine blow up again? Oh, that's it. Oh well, we're gonna have another go because I didn't get very far there. But yeah, the main sort of like publishers on the Atari 2600, as I say, I'm still finding out about the device, seem to be by Activision or Atari themselves. And there's a few different ones. I think there's one of these games, Firefighter, which is aimed at younger kids by iMagic. Right. They are massive fish, Bazza. You are quite right. Huge fish, unless we're in a very small submarine, like one of the ones you have in your bathtub. Yeah, but the fish are as big. They're in formation, aren't they? Like the red arrows. But the fish are as big as the divers. Yeah. Oh, I've gone up too early again. I panicked. Stay in the water. Stay in the water. But much simpler times, weren't they? Really. You won't if you compare this to Grand Theft Auto. But it's not as buggy. It's not as buggy as Cyberpunk 77, is it? Really? So you know, it's got that going for it. But this is what gaming was like way back in 1983. Stuff's not firing me at the moment on this level, at least. Take that, yellow fish. They should just swim round. Right, that's enough. D. Submarines don't seem to keep their oxygen very long, do they, in this game? Right, next stage. 680 points. Yeah, so if you own an Atari 2600 or just emulation, I would recommend tracking this one down. If you had it back in the day as well, get a bit of a nostalgia buzz. But yeah, like a lot of these Atari 2600 games or retro gaming in general, it's the simple ideas, I think, that work by far the best. Right, okay. Boom. It's good that the guy swam towards you. Well, I said that, and he swam the other way to prove me wrong. Got enough time to get that, I think. And this stage, this is when they're going to start firing back at us. Boing. Right. 1. Good. Right, pink fish this time. They must be salmon. But I thought salmon was just like a freshwater fish, to be fair. But it doesn't seem the case here. Boing. Rightio. Now, I try and put up on the channel, well, not always, but I have a look at it as a rough guide to see what's the most popular, and then before I live stream it. I have to say the Atari 2600 games I put up seem to be the least popular, but then by far most popular is the ZX Spectrum stuff. So I won't do regular Atari 2600 streams. I'll do them every now and again, so we can just compare with how things were back in the day. Right, okay, but you know, nothing quite sounds like an Atari 2600, does it? Whoops, come back and rescue. Oh, that diver's going to swim off. Oh, there we go, good. One more, get up the top there. Boom. But the early 80s is my favourite era for gaming. A lot of these games, as I say, although I didn't own an Atari 2600, seem to fall right into that gap. Right, oh. Boom. Right, are you in work tomorrow? Any of you working, or have you got Christmas Eve off? It's always best if you can do. It's always the hope, isn't it, if you're working Christmas Eve, that they let you go early for some reason. But I don't think it's going to happen to me tomorrow. But as soon as I get it back, I can start relaxing. Oh no. Right, okay. Let's go through here. Take it away, orange fish. I don't know how many levels this I don't know how many levels this game has got, but quite a few I would have thought before getting to the end. I mean, I'm not quite sure how much information the cartridges could fit on them. Oh, I saw that coming a mile off. Hi, Natty Nicky. Hope you're having a good evening. We're Atari 2600 in, but I'm sure you knew that. This one's called Seaquest. We're trying to rescue blue divers. I don't know why they keep diving in these waters. They should put up a sign saying it isn't safe, but they keep diving in and need to be rescued by this amazing yellow submarine. Oh, 3 divers in. That's good. Oh god, before these fish come along. I mean, what would be good in this game is if Jaws turned up. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Some huge fish, twice as big as the submarine itself. That's that done. That's a good score, that. 8,930. Brian, you're off till Monday. Well, I'm a bit jealous of you. Well, that's good then. So you can settle in for Christmas. I think when you've got everything you need to get done, you can start relaxing a bit more. I need to get Pringles in. I haven't got any Pringles. I need to get those. It's not Christmas unless I've got Pringles. Oh! Talking about Pringles and you get blown up in a submarine. Isn't that always the way? Always the way. Right, let's have one more go. This game falls into the category as well as just one of those just one last go sort of games. There's no DLC to this one. Julie, you're working tomorrow but have Christmas Day off. Well, that's good. That's good. I hope you're not working a whole day. I've got to do, what have I got to do, about 4.5 hours I think. Well, I say that it might be longer. I hope not. That's the thing with shift work. Suddenly, which happened a few weeks ago actually, your hours could suddenly be longer or shorter than you actually thought. Yeah, it put a bit of a dent in my ability to live stream for a week or so. Oh, and there was technical problems as well. But it wouldn't be fun if there wasn't any technical problems, would it? No. Boing. Whoops. Right, there we go. Come back to me, diver. Come back this way. He's back the other way. Good. Always need Pringles. I mean, we got my favourite flavour. Well, that's close. My favourite flavour is the sour cream ones. But I do like. I hope they're available. They were around last year. The ones that are like pigs in blanket flavour. The sausages and the wrapped in bacon. I bet it's just full of flavourings and chemicals. But I like them. And they're always a little bit moreish, aren't they? Just keep having more and more and more and more and more. Being on call, Julie, that takes some doing, doesn't it? You always got to be ready. Always got to be ready. That reminds me of a programme I watch occasionally about the lifeboatmen when their pager goes off and they all have to dart down to the seafront, which is a good place to launch a lifeboat from rather than inner cities, and go out on some amazing rescue. Yeah, crazy stuff. Yeah, respect for that. Right, boom. That noise, this is a terrible reference now if you don't know it. That noise when it goes boom, it sounds like on Blankety Blank where they got the question matched up correctly. Beep, 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 beep. Right, away we go again. Right, come on, let's get the divers before the screen starts filling up with fish. My favourite underwater game, although I like this, my favourite underwater game is still, for the nostalgia, is Scuba Dive. I still like that one. A lot of people I spoke to like Echo the Dolphin the best, but that was more like a Game Boy Advance and Mega Drive game, and I never really played that a great deal, so I didn't really get control of that one. You can swim underwater in Grand Theft Auto 5 and see sharks apparently. I don't think I've ever done that either. Natty Nicky says you have hidden the Xmas sacks mainly to stop you eating them. Well, that's a good system. That's what yeah. I bought some mince pies about a week ago, and that was stupid because they've all been eaten now, haven't they? I think the expiry date on them was probably before Christmas anyway, so we all knew what was going to happen. We all knew. I think the TV show that I'm most looking forward to at Christmas, I think it's New Year's Eve. I think someone told me, is the Doctor Who Christmas special because it contains the Daleks, and I love them. Well, I like them. I don't love them. It's a bit like saying you like the Nazis, which I don't. But I like them as an idea, not the Nazis, the Daleks as an enemy against Doctor Who. Right, I think I escaped that one. No Doctor Who games on the Atari 2600 that I'm aware of. This is the bit when you say there's a homebrew. Now, there is... Why can't I pick that up? Oh, because I've got enough. Now, tomorrow on the channel, is a pre-recorded review going up. It's a homebrew on the Atari 2600. Yes, I know, it's a homebrew on the Atari 2600. So keep an eye out for that one. Hooray! Members will know what that video will be, because you've got access to the members section. If you want to become a member there, then click on the join button when you get a chance. It doesn't commit you straight away. There's a video letting you know what it's all about, and any contribution to the channel do help it continue, giving more options going forward. Because ideally, I'm not sure if it's possible, we've had a couple of goes in the past, but ideally, we've got to think big. I'd like to go full time at some point to improve it even more. But anyway, every little bit helps. But only become a member if you're not going to miss it. Don't put yourself into financial difficulty. Starts from about £2 a month, and then there's other tiers where you can get other perks. Right, okay. Now, but let's concentrate on collecting these divers and not getting shot by submarines that look like bunny rabbits. Right, what we need 2 more divers. If I weren't chatting, I think I could get quite a long way in this. He says you're always in the same stretch of water, so you would have thought maybe it might be better to go a safer stretch of water. And I'm getting progressively worse. Right, I know I said one last go, but let's just have this is definitely the last go, and then we're off here. Doctor Who is on New Year's Day. Thank you, Kono Baggy. Right, I remember that this time. New Year's Day. Good. Right, I've got New Year's Day off. I must have New Year's Day off. Everyone's got New Year's Day off, haven't they? It's a holiday. Oh, holiday. Right, take that green fish. I won't build it up too much in my mind, because I'll probably get disappointed if I build it up to something too big. I like those ones where all the doctors meet up. That's good. I've always wanted to show where all the masters meet up. Now, of course, a lot of the people that played the original Doctor Who's have died, so they can't meet up. But, you know, CGI is getting better all the time. I think I mentioned on yesterday's stream on the ZX Spectrum that I was watching, spoiler alert, I was watching Luke Skywalker as he was in Return of the Jedi in a recent episode of The Mandalorian. Yes, he suddenly turned up in that. And I'm thinking, well, surely they could do a young Tom Baker then in Doctor Who. Don't know, probably on different budgets, but Doctor Who is worldwide, isn't it? And John Pertwee as he was, Hartnell, all as they was. That'd be absolutely awesome, wouldn't it? I think it would. I mean, Colin Baker. Well, Colin Baker's still alive, but he's put on a lot of weight and he looks completely different to he was as when he played the Doctor Who. But that happens as you get older. It'd be good to have him as he was as Doctor Who in a CGI. He can still do the voice. That'd be blooming awesome. All right, air, please. Doctor Who should be able to regenerate into an owl. That'd be an interesting. That'd be interesting plot. Or a horse. Right. Anyway. Right. Here we go, lads. You've been rescued, and they all get out into the middle of the sea. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine that? A CGI Doctor Who looking exactly the same. Tom Baker looking exactly the same age as he did when he was at his heights in the show. That would be pretty good. And of course, as I say, Tom Baker could do the voice, because voices tend to stay the same. Yeah, as long as it didn't look too fake. I mean, some look better than others, don't they? Really. I mean, to be honest with you, the Luke Skywalker and the Mandalorian wasn't the greatest graphics in the world, but it was just the sense of the event overtook any of the effects there. And I think if you're worrying about the effects too much, you're not concentrating on the story. But yeah, it was passable. Having said that. But tech wizards would probably not like it. But CGI is getting better all the time, really. All the time. If you imagine the Jar Jar Binks was really when it was in the Phantom Menace, that wasn't particularly good. Right, but you know, Jar Jar Binks had his haters for a lot of reasons. Oh, hello, Highling Phil. Glad you could join us. I know you've got weird hours at the moment. So a very good evening to you, sir. Right, hang on. Let's kill these fishies. Oh, I thought that was the last one. I need one more. There you go. He'll do. Beep. Up we go. Right, what was my high score before? Something like 8,000 and something, wasn't it? Right. One thing I need to do, I'll probably be after Christmas now, is I think we've only done one, is a Sega Mega Drive stream. But having said that though, those videos get watched probably about the same as the Atari 2600 ones. But as I say again, it's good seeing all of them. Be good to have a look at Road Rash 3, Outrun again, and a few other of the good ones. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, I just like to see the games that all my friends were raving about who had other systems back in the day, so I can look at them from with nostalgia goggles on and think, oh yeah, they had a point there. They had a good point. Well, it was like ZX Spectrum versus Commodore 64, and it sort of like went Amiga versus Mega Drive and Super Nintendo and all those sort of stuff. Right, now I've got to do a bit of cleverness. Let's put the webcam on. I'm doing a bit of switcherooling. Remind me to switch the screen back afterwards. Right, okay, now this is the trickiest stream to do with Atari 2600. There's so much messing about. But I'm going to do Firefighter. I'm not sure if we'll stay on this game for that long. But yes. But you might have seen it on the review. It's aimed at younger kids. There's not a great deal. There's not a great deal to the thing. Right, okay. There it goes. Right. There. So, we're that fireman, and we need to rescue that guy up the top there. Right. So we walk back and forward, put this fire like that. There we go. The time's ticking up, so it's just a speed thing. But when I reviewed it, it didn't matter if you put the fire out quick, 'cause it goes out. It goes out on its own anyway. Right. Okay. So Firefighters by iMagic in 1982. So right early. Extend that. Up here, and now we need this guy waving his arms around like Beaker from the Muppets to get off. And I think he's the only other guy in the building. I think he's starting these fires himself. Now, that's pretty much it. Now you can change the height of the building for a different skill set. I think it starts quite low, goes to 7, does it? No, 8. It starts quite low, and the more you do, then it goes up a level each time. Right, okay. You will run out of water eventually on this, so try and be a bit sparing with it. But as someone mentioned in the comment section before, there's no hose connected to the fire thing, so I don't know how he's getting this water, where he's getting this water from. Right, okay, get on board. Is he getting on board? Now the building should go up a level, I think. It's not going up a level, is it? No, right, okay. Now, also as well, I think you can change the height of the thing. Can you? That might have made that up. Well, I could do before. Should we just let this place burn? No, if we just let this place burn, you know, he's up on the roof now because he's had to. There we go. We changed the angle there. If I go up there, he still doesn't get on the thing. Right, come down here, mate. Just jump down here. He's not jumping down here. The bloke's a time-wasting wally. The place is on fire. He's screaming like a mental case, but the fire's going to go out on its own. He knows this. He knows this place isn't going to burn down at all. Yeah, for he's a jolly odd fellow, and so say all of us. So yeah, so basically, it's fire safety, teaching the young kids of the day how to be safe with this sort of stuff. Right, so it's gone out on its own, isn't it? The bloke could have just gone out the front door. He won't even get on the ladder unless I come and usher him out. Hello. Yeah, see, look, the bloke's a big wally. Right, okay. Let's do the building a bit higher. Let's do it up to there. So there's not much variety in this game, is it really? You turn up in your fire engine. This guy started a fire himself, probably as an insurance scam, and then you got to rescue him from the ensuing of flames. Right. Put that fire out there. No matter how big the building is, there's only ever one fellow in this. And I think this guy should have been in other games. He's wasted. It's just wasted just being in this. Looks like the office where I used to work as a fire warden. Well, that would make sense. Brian says he's clearly an arsonist. Well, I would agree. Oh, hang on a minute. I need to get off that. Oh, Nicky, you got your fingers mixed up. So it's a bit limited to how long you can play this game for. But some kids would have been mesmerised by it, especially if it was their first game. And it might very well have been their first game, because it was 1982. There's not too many games that predate those. There's some in the 70s, I suppose. But there we go. And he's out again. You pretty much know what to do. I mean, the building never changes colour. That would have been quite easy for them to do. I would have liked the fire engine to change colour, maybe, or the fire. You might be able to hear the noise of the fire in the background, but it is quite quiet. It's like an untuned television set. So after this game, we'll be playing something a bit more exciting called Pitfall, and we'll probably play it as soon as I save this fella. We'll be pitfalling away. So you know, it's a bit limited play we can get from that one, isn't there? Really. So I think you'll agree. Let's get the webcam back on this fun bonus stream hour and let's load up something else. And it's going to be Pitfall. We'll probably say a bit longer on this one because this is a classic. Both Pitfall 1 and Pitfall 2 are pretty good. This is by Activision in 1982. The sequel was in 1984. Okay. Come on, change. There it goes. It changes. There we go. Good. Apparently Orc Attack, you mentioned that, Julie. Orc Attack, I had a version, it came out on the Commodore Amiga, which I didn't know about, but I couldn't get it to work. So I'll work on that, because I'm very interested to see what that game looks like on the Commodore Amiga. There was another version, of course, wasn't there, on the Spectrum we looked at called Siege, which is pretty good. So anyway, what happens in Pitfall? Well, you have to collect lots of treasures from a jungle. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of screens. That might be an exaggeration, but there was a lot. Back in the day, it would have given you quite a lot to play with. And the difference with Pitfall 2 is expands the area more, where you can go up and down, but you can just on this you can just go horizontally across. So let's see what gems it's got. If you want to see the full review, that is on the channel as well. Right, in the Atari playlist, that's what I'm trying to say. Dibbly-bib. Right, over this log, that's fairly straightforward. It's all about jumping, and here come 2 logs. We can probably jump over those at the same time. We've got 20 minutes to do this, but we won't be playing it for 20 minutes. And every time we hit a log or something, we lose a bit of our energy. Over we go. Right, now, getting gradually more difficult, as you would expect. Got to get over this tar pit now. Yeah, that worked out a bit wrong. Come on. Dilly. Tarzan noise. There we go. So we've navigated that. Now the most evil bit of this is this bit, getting over these crocodiles. As soon as they close their mouth, you've got to jump from one to the other to the other. But this is really, really tricky. Yeah, see. And you need to do it pixel perfect, or you will fall down into the water. Oh no, I thought I was going to do it then. So most of this will be me doing this over and over again, I would have thought. Dun 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 dun. Yes, he's done it. Hooray, 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 hooray. I knew I'd do it. Easy peasy. And there's it's not really easy. There's some kind of scorpion going down the back. It was an amazing game back in the day. There was a Spectrum version of this as well, which I wanted to play, but I couldn't get that to work either. I couldn't get the controls to work. It loaded up first of all, but I couldn't get the guy to move. So I might have to try and look for a different version of that. I think there's Pitfall 2 on the ZX Spectrum as well. Oops, bit of energy lost there. I think it just costs you a bit of time, actually. Whoa. Oh, no. Right, next we've got to go over a tar pit, and there's some sort of like a rattlesnake. Don't bump into the rattlesnake. There we go. I've got no weapon. I've just got my green trousers and my cyan top and my flat head. Right. Three-headed crocodiles are called tricodiles. Is that true? If I'm in a pub quiz, I'll repeat that, Brian. Right. Oh, right, this tar pit disappears every now and again. Right, and the first bit of treasure there for points. There we go. And I don't know how many bits of treasure there are, but loads. And when you've got all of the treasure, if you do it in under 20 minutes, you win the game. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. If you've done that, then comment below. Even if you're not watching this live, if you're watching this from the pre-recorded bit, because I do tend to look at the comments as well. Right, here we go. This should be easy. Never say that. Just got to get over that log. Right, how far can we get here? Now we've got some water, like a sinkhole, which keeps disappearing. Oh! Over we go. Boom! Right, this is the same sort of thing again, is it? But maybe I don't need the rope. Or maybe I do. Hey, in your face. Oh, there's a lot. Right, now these terrible crocodiles again. I've done it once. Can I do it again? I don't know. All about the timing. All about the timing. That's not the timing. And I've been eaten by a crocodile. If you've been eaten by a crocodile, comment in the chat or the comment section below. I mean, you might survive because Boba Fett, going back to Star Wars, was eaten by that great big hole, the Sarlacc pit, and he escaped from that. I think it was something to do with money or the franchise or something like that. So there we go. Oh, thank you, Stuart. Much appreciated, sir. Merry Christmas, Nick, says Stuart. Grew up with the Spectrum, but it's great to see these old Atari games being played. Thank you very much. And that sort of thing really helps the channel keep running. Really appreciate it, Stuart. Have a great Christmas, sir. Have a great Christmas. Hooray. There we go. Oh, hello, Graham, as well. Hello there. Oh, excellent. Good to see you. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're having a good run in to a Christmas. Let's have another go at Pitfall. It's quite a classic game. See, this is why I like doing occasionally these bonus ones, because sometimes people struggle to get to the earlier times, and get these later times, we can all have a bit of fun, can't we? So yeah, big hello to you. Big hello to you. It's all time-wise my side as well, but yeah, I'd like to do a few more. Good. And Pitfall's such a classic game, isn't it? I think it's my favourite one so far we've looked at on the review. We did Kung Fu Master, which I found a little bit tricky. Seaquest, which was good. I think that we reviewed that through a recommendation, I think, before. Firefighter, maybe aimed at smaller kids. Hurrah! Right, okay. I say smaller kids, that's like I'm saying that I'm a kid. Oh, there's Tarzan. Right, okay, now the hardest bit in the game, these three crocodiles. He's done it. He's done it again. Good stuff. I mean, just going back to what Stuart said, I grew up with ZX Spectrum as well, but I love seeing the Atari. I love dipping into Commodore 64 every now and again, although we haven't done a Commodore 64 stream for a while. But I love dipping into those. People sometimes say, why don't you do BBC Micro or Amstrad CPC? I haven't let it go. It's something we could do, or as well. Other systems. Oh, thank you, Graham. You've been really generous this year. Thank you. It's been a massive help in a really tricky year. So thank you, Graham. Really appreciated. The channel goes on. I've always put up as much content as I possibly can to spell out cheering up the troops, especially this year. Let's hope 2021 is a lot better, which I'm sure it will be. We're going in the right direction, aren't we? Right, there's this big tar pit opening up. Whoa. Yeah, so it'd be good just to say again. It'd be good to do a bit more later streams as well, starting at 9, going to 10:30 or 11 there, so everyone can get joining. Hooray! 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 Right, okay. Now here comes this rope swing. Here we go. Thank you, Brian. You're being very generous today, everyone. Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciated again. Bar humbug. That's the message. Can you still buy it? Can you still buy humbugs? Thank you for that, Brian. It looks like the event thing's working as well, doing the alerts, so that should fly up in a minute. 2, I always worry when I haven't done a system for a while that things aren't working properly. But this looks okay. It's filling the screen okay. Thank you. Oh, look at that. I'm too busy jibber-jabbering. I forgot about this water. Right. Christmas spirit in here today. Merry Christmas, everyone. Right, over the log we go. Good. Right, come on. Let's get this time with this terrible log thing here. Yeah, 2021. Just really want to expand on the good progress you made last year. Try and grow it a bit more as well. Keep calm. Right, okay. Whoa, I'm glad a lot of you are sort of like getting into your Christmas holidays now, because that's when you can really start relaxing and stuff. If you've done everything that you need to do. Right, crocodiles time. We know what happens here, sort of. Right, 3 crocodiles or alligators, whatever they may be. I mean, I'd imagine it would be good, wouldn't it? It might exist already if there was like a Pitfall editor. I'm starting to make that look easy now. What's going on there? This is very un-Nick gameplay. Okay. I mean, I've got so many. I've got so many Atari 2600 games to look at. There'll be, as I say, there'll be one tomorrow. If you missed that, a homebrew, a bit of a Christmassy homebrew, and I think on the following Sunday there might be another one as well. But before I get to them, sometimes I don't know what the good ones are and what the bad ones would be. Some have aged a lot better than others, but okay, like in all these things, nostalgia goes a long way. I think as well with some of these systems, they didn't quite have as many games as the Spectrum did, so it's possible I might be able to review all of them. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Jason. Appreciated. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a fantastic Christmas. Fantastic Christmas. Right, there's a bit of fire there. Did we get there last time? Yeah, thank you, Jason. Brilliant stuff. The channel goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Right, let's get over here. Is this further than we got last time? Don't seem to be anything attacking us there. And a sticker as well. There's a thumbs up from a big blue bird. And that's always what you want, isn't it? Right. Let's get over these logs. Rolling do well. All about the nostalgia. We never knew we'd be playing these games some 40 odd years later. And it does give you a connection to simpler times back when you was a kid. As do toys as well. So I love the space Lego, seeing that. And also as well, when I get a bit stressed, I might mention this before, I probably have done. I've got this box of marbles. I bought a few marbles off Amazon about a year or so back. I just like running my hands through the marbles. I know it sounds a bit sad, but it's like connection with the past, and that's what like a lot of these retro games are as well, isn't it? Really. And also, if you was an alligator handler that owned 3 alligators, playing this will go back to those days when you owned those crocodiles. Maybe in a formation team, something like that. Right, okay, right, let's get the time. Now, I was saying this was easy before, but it isn't, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, just about got away with that one. Just about got away with it. Right, okay, so over the logs we go again. I mean, it would have felt absolutely brilliant to complete this back in the day. Imagine yourself as a 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old kid completing this. You would have gone mental. You would have run around the house shouting. No one would have been bothered in your house, but to you it would have been an absolutely epic moment. More so if you had friends round. That would have been the best thing ever. Whoa, come on. Yeah, I left myself open to that joke, Brian. Thank you. Yeah, I've got all my marbles. I keep them in a box under the bed. That sounds even more crazy, doesn't it? There, brilliant. Okay, thanks, Chono Baggy. Thank you very much, sir. Brilliant. Good. I like you lot. You're good. Right, now get over these crocodiles. Thank you very much, sir. God, the event thing's really buzzing today. Thank you. Right, close your mouths, alligators. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's fallen off. He's fallen off an alligator. This brings back your memories, Bazza, of log jumping. Yeah, in PE we just had a choice of basketball, football. The log jumping never seemed to get a look in, but I would have been up. I would have been up for log jumping. I really would. Right. Can I go the other? I can go the other way on this. I forgot about that. Let's go the other way, and then we'll have a go with I think probably Defender 2. That shoot 'em up from the arcades. This one that was from Atari in 1984. I imagine this is the last screen, is it? If you go around the right way. Yeah, I forgot you could go this way. It feels a bit weird going in this direction. It really does. So these are probably the hardest screens, I suppose. Now this is the sort of thing. This is the sort of thing where you're playing it, you might not necessarily have realised you can go the other way. I don't think there's any advantage of going the other way, although you get difficult screens. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. I think, getting back to the marbles, I think it's insanity. I think the world's wasted on the same people. If you're a little bit nutty, go left. Thanks, High Leg Phil. Yeah. If you're a little bit nutty there, I think things tend to work out a little bit better. It seems to give you better stress coping mechanisms. Your brain works in a different way. Well, that's what I find anyway. And watching a nincompoop play retro games in the evening badly, that's good as well. That's a good sign, isn't it? Oh, got over that thing, right. I don't know how far I can go this way. There's that. Right. He never runs out of energy, this float. Right, okay, we can get over these crocodiles here. Now, presumably, if I keep going this way round, we go right round the whole world, which is filled up with jungle. Maybe it's the indoor forest, and end up on screen 1 again. I'm not seeing much of the treasure. High Lingfield, I'd like to see Shadow of the Beast on the Atari 2600. It's a bit when you tell me maybe a homebrew's done it, but that'd be amazing. I'd like to see what music they've done. I mean, in terms of music, I didn't think the Atari 2600 was that good at actual tunes. But this game I review tomorrow, the Christmassy game, that's got some Christmassy tunes in it, and they rock. There's quite a few of them in there, and I think it really impressed me. Right, Julie says, if anyone calls you normal, you'll be worried. Well, the thing is though, no one wants to be average. And no one wants to be called normal, so you can't have both. You just want to be. Yeah, some people actually I got that wrong. Some people want to be seen as normal, but they don't want to be average. You can't have the two together. It's good to have a bit of creativeness, a bit of inventiveness. I mean, not as mad as Salvador Dali or Frida Kahlo, the painters, but if you are as creative as them, then well done. They're interesting people. And I always often think if Salvador Dali couldn't paint or Frida Kahlo couldn't paint, what would they have done? They would just end up as nutcases, I'd imagine. Oops, too slow, amigo, too slow. Brian, you wear your oddity like a badge of honour. Well, yeah, I think so. Oh, I've started on the other side. That actually, if you go around the other way, if you die, it puts you across the obstacle already because it's not expecting you. It's not expecting you to go the wrong way round because only a Wally would do that. Well, hello, Activision. Here's a Wally playing it. Diddle-a-dee. Oh, there's a bit of money there. Good. Bit of money to collect or a bit of treasure in the jungle. In the jungle bungle. Right, okay, so I can get on this thing, can't I? Oh, I thought I'd missed it then. That was good. I mean, there's not much to a lot of these games, is it? But a kid's mind would have added so much more. You would have given a name to this guy. I think he's got a name already, hasn't he? Evening, Costado. Hope you are well, sir. We're doing Pitfall, but I'm running round the wrong way. Right. Dali may have been a stylist, maybe. Oh, I've fallen in the drink. Thanks, Graham. I just read that. Generally, anyone who approaches retro gaming, especially 2600 and Spectre and Tandy, have the ability to see things in a different and good way. Good. Spectrum with its 8 colours, bright colours. So over the fire we go. I would agree with that. It's all about trying to understand how things work, isn't it? Really, good. Right, come on, let's get this rope swing. Diddly-dee. Oh, your Christmas vacation has started, Costado. Well done, you. I've got 1 day left, about 4 or 5 hours. Hopefully, it's 4 hours, and then I'm back for the thingamajig. What's the thingamajig? Christmas. That's it. How could I forget? Yeah. Anyway, right, this mountain there, I thought there was something there. Right, go. Keep jumping. I seem to be lasting quite a long time going this way round until I fell in the quicksand water stuff. Bomb. Oh, that was my last live, was it? Bomb. Right, let's have a bit of Defender 2. So let's do my jiggery pokery while we flick our way around onto the next game so you don't see all the background stuff. But to be honest with you, you wouldn't mind seeing all the background stuff, would you? Right, Defender 2. I remember playing Defender a lot of times in the arcades. This is by Atari in 1984. Not exactly the same as the arcades, but it's good enough. And as a kid, I would have been quite pleased to see it. Right, okay. There it is, Defender 2, 1984 Atari. So let's see how this one plays. Oh, Graham, you're working every day except Christmas and Boxing Days until January the 18th. Well, yeah. I mean, my hours are going to pick up after the new year, but you just have to find a safe waters where you can get it, or a safe port when things. Nick, what are you talking about? Well, when it goes quiet, you've got to enjoy it. That's what I'm saying. Right, here we go. Defender 2, and you can't get too much more retro than this, can you? See the display up the top there? That's my radar. And that's a portal to another place. Rescue that person, I think. Or has he died? I tried to rescue him, but he died. Right. I've got to try and save all these people that look like a bit like lemmings from... come on. Oh, well, look, I'm not doing a very good job of rescuing these people. Defender 2. A game that's been copied quite a lot on lots of different systems. I don't know how Defender 1 plays on the Atari 2600. Do you know? I'll have to try and track that one. Down. But you know, it's another one of these games that's very, very pleasing as a kid. Oh, what was that? Oh, it says a UFO turns up and blows us up to our component atoms. But yeah, I mean, although I didn't own a 2600 back in the day, I would have loved these games. I mean, it moves so fast. It doesn't flicker at all, does it? Really? Can't beat a good bit of retro gaming. Take that, mushroom face. Not you, the aliens. Whoops. Right, how many more have we got to kill there? I think there's just 2 left, isn't there? Ooh. I think that's all of them killed, isn't it? Let's go through the portal. Interesting, Graham. Interesting. I try and read the comments at the same time I'm playing. It's not always the easiest thing, especially on these games that are quite quick, but then I catch up with them in between. Hooray! Right, so Chris... Oh dear. I don't know about you. I'd be glad to get 2020 out of the way. It's been a crazy year from the start to the finish. But there is a vaccine, isn't there, for the COVID stuff, which I won't get too deeply in. But the thing's mutated, and we're in lockdown 4. I don't know what it's like where you are, Graham, in Australia. Maybe it's not so bad, or maybe it is. But yeah, it's a worldwide thing, isn't it? Really. But anyway, all of us need to get out of this. But in the meantime, let's play Defender 2 again. Right, okay, right, let's blow up that thing. I didn't rescue any of the people last time in my brown little ship. Maybe we defend them. Maybe we just defend these guys. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, I've rescued him, I think. There you go, your rescue sufferer. I've rescued at least one of them in the stream, so that's good. Castada says Defender 1 is playable, has a lot of flicker. Your ship disappears when you fire. We don't like to see that. Well, I'm glad there's a Defender 2 then. Right, I seem to get the hang of this now. Rescue the people. That's always good. People like being rescued, don't they? There's quite a lot of good. There's quite a lot of good shooters on the. Oops, I've killed that there. There's quite a lot of good shooters. I agree with you, Gumdio. 2021 will be a whole lot better. I'm sure. I'm sure it will be. Boom, boom. I don't know what he's firing at, people. It's a big long brown laser. I think you never see someone with a brown lightsaber, do you, in Star Wars? Always seem to be bright colours. Oh, it's locked out where you are, Graham. Oh, God. It's pretty similar worldwide, isn't it, really? Trying to do... Oh, I've completed the level. Well, I did not expect that. Yeah, it's a good version of Defender, Stuart. As I say, if you got access to an Atari 2600, I would track this one down. You can get a good bit of fun out of the thing. Oh, look, if you shoot the aliens low enough, they'll drop the person in their place, and you won't have to go and rescue them. There's a beach ball of doom. Whoa. Oh, close. Right, perhaps you have to rescue a certain amount of people, then it goes on to the next stage. Good riddance 2020. I agree with you there, Brian. 2021. Let's get into the Roaring Twenties. That I wanted to get into the Roaring Twenties. Well, the Charleston's going to come back into fashion, I presume. What happened there? Well, yeah, it'd be good to say that. Good to say that we lived through 2020. Well, I could have survived without it. We seem to be in deep space now. The ground seems to have disappeared. Maybe we need to get in the portal or something. Let's go in the portal. Yeah, that's another thing as well, isn't it? Travel, as you said there, Graham. People had to cancel holidays, and lots of holidays companies gone bankrupt, and yeah, aircraft struggling. But there will be a gap, won't there? And I'm sure new companies from the old ones will come up to replace all these. But travel is the big one, isn't it? Really. Good evening, Rosie. Good evening, and good evening to In the Red Corner as we play Defender 2. What's that thing? Let's get round that odd little thing. Kaboom! Oh man. Go away, UFO. Right, okay, so this is stage 2, and we've got past Attack Wave 2, so, you know, I do get good at games sometimes, it just don't happen very often. Although, I do remind you, I did complete Attic Attack Homebrew on the Commodore 64 in a live stream, which is a bit weird. Oh, game over. Right, I think we'll have one last go on that one. Yeah. A few games to play. I'm hoping to get to Sprint Master, if you're familiar with that one, by Atari. Solaris, which was a good game. And Missile Command as well. Got to command your missiles. I think there's only one mode of play in this game. There's only one mode of play. A lot of the Atari 2600 games, you can cycle through the different ones. I don't think there's a 2-player in this, I don't think. Well, I can't get it working, that is for sure. Lovely earthy sounds in this game. Hopefully they're coming across on the live stream. Oops. Now, a system I didn't own, because I had a Commodore Amiga, is the Atari ST. I didn't own an Atari Lynx either, so my only knowledge of Atari systems really is what I'm gaining from this. Did you own any of the other systems, the Atari Lynx or the Jaguar? Any of those? Yeah, good stuff. Ooh. Right, okay, come on. Oh, I rescued the person, but my ship blew up as well. Yeah, I sometimes Brian, it's best not to analyse stuff too much, is it? I think with what's going on in the news, let's just move on and just say everything's going to be okay. Yeah, I'm sure it will be. Right. Kaboom. Right. There's a new president of the United States. Biden. Will he be better? I don't know. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. He'll probably be better on climate change, won't he? I guess. Right. Okay. So let's play. We're zipping through these, but let's have a go of Sprint Master. Let's have a go of that game as well. Now, I think it's a one-player game. I think so. Natty Nicky says not just the Atari ST in the years after owning various. Yeah, okay, just the Atari ST. What we're looking for, Sprint Master. Let's get this in the can. Or Spy Hunter there. It's not a good conversion, Spy Hunter on the Atari 2600. Right, remember to turn it back, Nick. Right, there we go. Okay, so first of all, select your track. If I need to get it on the right thing. So there's all the different... oops, I clicked on the wrong thing then. So there's all the different tracks you can do. We'll stick on the easiest one just so I can get an idea on that. Okay, right, so we've got that red car there, that's going to be me. You can select what track you got, so there's a normal track there's a dirt track or an ice track to make it slippery. We'll stay on the normal one first of all. Sprint Master Atari 1988, so quite a late game. There we go, let's get back on that. Almost had the wrong window there for you. There we go, so yeah, you didn't see it for a moment, but we'll forget about that. I've got it back on track. Right, so there's different tracks you can do, but I'll do the normal stuff. Right, here we go. Right, go. Ready, set, go. On the red car. Oops. Oh, the car's slipping about the place, but I'm going very quick. Oh god, that's a deep sound, isn't it? Oh, come on, car. Ease off the accelerator. Don't get stuck on the scenery. I've got extra traction with that blue thing there. Oops. Hi, Neil. Hope you're well, sir. Right, okay. Let's go round here. 4 laps to go. Based on Super Sprint from the arcades, of course, this. More traction. But that might be just for 1 lap. I've won! Do-do-do-do-do. Lots of different versions of Sprint Master and other ones around. Back on track. Right, okay. So I think you can only do one race at a time. Let's do a different track. Oh, it's not going to let me do a different track now, is it? You have to reload it, do you? Curses. Well, we'll just do this track for a bit then. Traction. Don't say that can't be right. You can't have to reload it every time. Let's try it. Let's try the other button after this. Very, very slippery curve. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Super Off-Road Racer. That didn't come out on the Atari 2600. Do you know what? Right, playing this, I'm getting a bit tempted to try and fit in Enduro into the thing. All right, there we go. If I do that button, it takes me right back to the start. Let's do a different track. Let's do that track. And let's do the dirt track now. So different colours. We'll see if it makes a difference at all to any of the performance. Did you have this game back in the day? Any similar ones to that? I mean, I remember playing Super Sprint on the I think Commodore 64. I think I might have reviewed it on the Spectrum as well. There was a version of it on the Game Boy Advance, I think. Right, this track's a little bit more tricky. No, you can't buy any upgrades. Just remember to ease off the accelerator sometimes. There's an upgrade there, but you can't. Oh, speed. That's the last thing I wanted. Oh, it's too quick. It's too quick for this speed of a track. This wild of a track. Oh. God, this game's very loud. Right, okay. The red car and the blue car had a race from that advert about Milky Way. I don't think this is what they had in mind. Oh, look at that! I think I'm going to have gone through the windscreen for I'm stuck on the scenery. Oh no, that wasn't fair. Yeah, right. Okay, let's do another track then. Oh, you can do 2 player, right? 1 player, bounce or crash, 4 laps. Let's do that track then. Let's do that track. Dirt. We'll do a bit of ice. That should be even more trickier now. Ice, ice, baby. Bomb, 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 bomb. Right. I'm bound to win this time, aren't I? I'm bound to win. Set, go. Oh man. If you don't do the normal oval track thing, this is very. Oh, that's a jump there. It's a very tricky track to do, especially when it's on ice. Right. I'll catch him. I'll catch him on the straight. I'm sure. Down the straight we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I will be in traction after this in hospital. Well, that was very tight turning corner. He's going to lap me, is he, the fool? Ugh. I don't know why this team has selected me as a driver. Oh, I'm going to get lapped. The what's the word? Indignity, that's it. Oh, look. Don't lap. Oh, he has lapped me. Oh, the fool. Don't do ice. Yeah. It's, yeah, let's get out of this one. It's all right seeing this game, but it's a little bit of a tricksy one, isn't it? Really. Okay, so let's go to what's the next one on my list? Solaris. Now, this Solaris game, I haven't got a clue what's going on in it. All I know is if I played it as a kid, I would have thought it was absolutely cool. 1986 Atari. It's set in space. And that's pretty much enough for a kid to get the hang of things and think how good it is. Right, there it is. So we control this ship, going through different boxes here and there. Din 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 din. Right, let's start the thing. Off I go. I think we're going to do a bit of hyperspacing in a minute. Watch out for a special effect. We're gone. Now the graphics on this game are brilliant. Right, avoid getting shot by stuff. Now this is the bit where I saw as a kid I would just click on anything, but this is plotting our path on the map. Let's go there. You can go up and down, hyperspacing away, don't run out of fuel, and collect stuff and shoot. I think we need to collect people on this stage. blow up that. Oh, there was someone we needed to rescue then. But it's quite mad, and the controls are reversed for some reason. Quite a mad game, but it's good. It's a good one to try and play for a while there. But yeah, it does remind you, as in the red corner says, all those classic shows you watch, Battlestar Galactica, Buck Rogers, and all those sort of things. But it helps if you know what you're doing. But you don't seem to stay on the screen for too long. Right, let's see. Whoa. Right, okay. The graphics are beautiful, I would agree there. So we're going a bit further up. Oh, there's a ship there. So hopefully we get to see some aliens when we hyperspace to the next location. Oh man, I'm hoping to see some aliens. Where are you, aliens? There they are, right? Let's got one, let's got two. We shot 3 aliens. Look on the radar there. That should tell us where a few more are. And this one's a bit more meaty. Oh, when it goes red, that means your controls are reversed. And this ship does look very much like the mothership from Battlestar Galactica, the enemies ones that the Cylons had. Oh, the classic. I know Battlestar Galactica got remade for a TV series, but you know the old series is absolutely brilliant. Really, really brilliant. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Rozzy. Thank you for dropping by, sir. Have a good Christmas, sir. Have a good Christmas. I know you've got a lot of gaming projects underway. And a lot of Christmas stuff, no doubt. Ding, 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 ding. Right, okay. Whoa. So, I don't know what core means. I think that's probably where we started. There's a gun there. Oh, it's moved across one. What was that? Do, 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 do. Kaboom. I mean, the effects on this are great. I mean, it's starting around a lot. I can't seem to go. Oh, I can go up here this time. Sometimes you can go a bit further up the map, but try and click on stuff where there's stuff there. Oh, there's a planet there. Do 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 do. Right now, we need to try and collect our men. I think there's one. Oh, didn't expect that. Oh, there's sort of like some strange TIE fighter things. I thought we was just going to collect our soldiers. Oh, I've been kaboomed. Oh, is that it? Oh no, I'm still going. Just keep weaving like a basket weaver. I think this must be a planet that the aliens have captured off us. Or maybe we're going to try and win it back, but you essentially have to try and capture back the whole of the map. Ugh. I mean, as space simulations and battles go, this is pretty good, isn't it? This game. Hyperspace across this place. Ooh. Oh, right, okay. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. After this, we'll quickly play Missile Command. That's a very early game as well from 1981. And I might need to change the resolution of the screen somehow, because I think that uses a different resolution than all the other games. And that's when you might see a bit of behind-the-scenes stuff. I can't avoid that. Right. Otherwise we won't see everything on screen at the same time. Brian, you prefer the new Battlestar? Well, there we go. It's got a woman playing Starbuck, hasn't it? Rather than the guy. Yeah, right. Nice two-tone colours on the ship on this one. That's Buck Rogers, isn't it? Right, okay, so we will be playing up to about, I don't know, about half past the hour, depending on where you are, but wherever you are, it's always going to be half past the hour, because no one ever says they're 20 minutes ahead or anything like that. There's been 2 streams today, the Commodore Amiga and Atari 2600. If you missed any and want to see them, then they will get archived. If you want to have a look at those, I'll pop them in the live stream archive. Ooh. Right, okie dokie. So let's have a go. Let's have a go of missile command then. There we go. There we go. There we go. You might be able to hear the sounds in the background. Now this is the bit where I might have to change the resolution. Oh, thanks, Costardo. Appreciated. Here's your Xmas bonus. Should be a turkey from Tesco. Well, it might be. Thanks, Costardo. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for your support and comments throughout the year, and everyone really appreciate it. But thanks, Costardo. Excellent, excellent. Right, missile command. Here we go. Missile command. Right, now it's going to be me mucking about a little bit because I don't think the whole screen's going to be on there when it updates. There we go. Right, so there we go. You might see a line. It's me trying to get everything on the screen at the same time. He's almost got it. He's almost got it. I think that's about it. That's about it. That's close enough. There we go. That was exciting. That was exciting, wasn't it? You was behind the scenes then. And let's see if that's knocked anything out. Right, so I'm using the... I'm not using the mouse. I thought I was going to use a mouse for this. Now, we got to stop this stuff from landing on our little ships by doing bombs beforehand. Thanks for Scott. That's good knowledge. Tesco's and Sainsbury's are the big supermarkets around here, and then you got, well, it's loads. Morrison, Asda, and Lidl are catching up a little bit. Right, okay. Boom, boom, boom. What this was Atari in 1981. I've got past the first section. Right, okay. Good. I'm glad I've got you to this point there. 2 streams. I thought 2 streams might be a bit much, but my brain was mental anyway. But you know, the healing powers of retro gaming and talking a bit of nonsense. But yeah, in the new year we'll have to do a few later streams then, so more people can get involved and join in the fun. So some people can make the early one, not the late one. Some can make the late one, not the early one. So it just makes sense to try and do 2, doesn't it? Really. Boom, boom, boom. So you might be watching this on the after it's gone up the record. If you want to comment, then say hello, and I'll probably say hello back. I tend to do if I get an alert saying me the comments happened. Right. I like the way the colours are changing. This is a classic game, this, isn't it? Missile Command. Really good classic game. It's going to get more and more tricky as we go through. But I love seeing these old ones. Hi, John. Yeah, a lot of good Atari 2600 games. I'm really impressed with them. My favourite one is still Enduro, the first one I sort of like come across and play. Boom, boom, boom. Right. It's good to see other systems as well, not just the Spectrum which I grew up with in terms of this 8-bit world. And you are right, Graham. It is getting very tricky already. Oh man, you so want. Oops, one's been it. I so want a light gun or something. Did the Atari 2600 have a light gun? Nice boom sounds. Well, that is correct, Gumdy. Oh, I agree there. Right. Oops, missed. Right, that's taken them out of the picture. Oh, who are these aliens? Oh, they're going to take my central thing. Oh, that's another one. Boomed. Kaboom, boom, boom. Have I got enough time for a quick go of Enduro after this? Maybe. But I'm probably going to save these people from Ultimate Doom, aren't I, for quite some time. Oh. Kaboom, kaboom. Right, good stuff. Next up. Is 8,000 a good score? I think it's pretty impressive. It's probably the highest score of all time. Thank you, Neil. I try and stress, try and take you a bit out of the loop for a while of reality. Because, you know, reality is a good place to get away from, for at least a little bit. It's all about the balance, really, isn't it? Really. Let's take out all these missiles and aliens. Oops, right. I think the aliens are misrepresented, really. There was only one good alien, and that tended to be E.T. Was he good, or was he just a time waster? Actually, E.T. is a game on the Atari 2600. It's supposed to be awful. I haven't actually covered that yet. Is that a game I need to come to? E.T. on a review on the channel? Oops, a lot of it went to landfill, didn't it? Because they wasn't selling them or made too many. Oh man, this is great fun. This game. It's really although I didn't own it, it's taking me back to being a kid. It's that childlike fun. It's that childlike fun on it. Right. Oh god. Oh no, what's happening here? Maybe I should just try and defend one of these things. Oh, a missile's coming. Oh, ooh, did it get all the way through? Who's firing these pellets at me? Could be. I reckon it's mutant pigeons from another dimension. Red. I don't want to offend the Mutant Pigeon League, but it could be them. I don't want to blame them if it isn't them, because they've got a strong union. Oh no, that's gone. Oh, this is getting too tricky for Nicky. That rhymed. What have I got? What have I got left to defend? Just this thing in the middle. I've just got this thing in the middle to defend. Right, next up. Or is that game over? You enjoyed E.T., did you, Neil? Okay, well, I haven't played it. I played it on the ZX Spectrum. I think that's me dead. I think everything's been blown up, isn't it? There we go. So I survived. I survived quite a long time. Right, what we'll do... Let's try and see if we can fit in Enduro, because that's a classic game, and no live stream of the Untitled 600 is complete without a bit of Enduro. Right, Enduro. I don't know if... Do you like Enduro? Is that one of your games that you like? I was just blown away by the thing. It's you can sit a kid in front of it and they'll be playing it for ages. 1983 by Activision. I don't know if I've got to change the size of the screen again, though. That's the only thing. Well, if we do, we do. Will we? Oh, no, that's sort of okay. That's sort of okay, actually. The last bit of the Activision logo on the bottom, or the copyright bit, slightly off, but we can see most of it. And this is one of the loudest games I know, so if it's too loud, let me know. So we'll round off with about 10 minutes of enduro racing through different terrains. Game also came out on the ZX Spectrum, but I didn't think it was quite as good on that. And sound-wise, this is one of my... I know it's very basic. Even today, this is one of my favourite retro racing games. I just like the basicness of it and the general idea and the calmness, especially when it goes onto the night stage and you have the tail lights. Right, here we go. Let me know if it's too loud and I'll have to do a bit of jiggery-pokery to sort it out. Right, slow down, get around all these. You've got to overtake a certain amount of cars in the time space, and if you crash into them, it will cost you a bit of time, but it's very hypnotic. Very hypnotic. Check out the times of day when the sky changes colour. We'll come up to them quite soon, I think. But just try and avoid all the other cars. Easier said than done. I'm going a bit quick through here because I'm trying to show off. But no, right. See if we can get through day one. Around a tight corner. It bends around the place. Whoa! Oh, that's taking a crash. Sound is good, okay. Whoa, thank you there. Thanks, Neil. Nick is silent, it says there. Is that... Can you still hear me? Oh, there we go. Thank you, Neil. Can you not hear the commentary anymore? It's gone a bit weird. Right, okay. Let's get round here. Beefy sounding engine. Thanks, Brian. Get round... Oh, boom. Yeah, thanks for that, Neil. Appreciate it. Thanks to everyone that's left a super chat on this stream and the stream earlier on. It all adds up, and it does make a big difference to me to carry on and what I can do. At the moment, I work part time. I did have a bit of a problem earlier on in the year and stuff, but yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, and I will keep you entertained. Right, it went a bit snowy then, didn't it? In the game. Let's try and weave through here. You'll see a countdown in the middle. It's saying 107. That's how many cars we need to overtake. As it now gets to dawn with that gorgeous sky in the background, which is like purple and red colour. I think this is my favourite colour scheme on this bit. Whoa! Oh no! Bumped into that thing. Thanks, Stuart. Sound is okay. Can still hear me. Thanks, Chona Baggy. Well, and this is my favourite bit as well. It's all my favourite bit. These tail lights. 84, 83. Going past lots of cars. Oh, that was close. I thought it was going to bump into that. 64. I think we might have a good chance of doing this. Sometimes by going slower you can end up with a better time because you don't crash into so much stuff. 43. Another load on the inside. It's knowing when to brake on here. I have to concentrate a bit. Oh no, it's foggy, and that is super tough because your viewing distance is not great. But we only got... Oh, I said we only got 11. Got 12. They're coming past me again. 11. 10, 9, 8. 7. Do a countdown. 2. That's it, isn't it? Yay! Oh, celebrating, isn't it? Because continued onwards. Oh, no. I thought it was going to stop. I thought it was going to stop for a second, but it didn't. Oh, Nicky. You celebrated too early. I think it's now gone on to day 2, I think. Oh no. Mind you, I think that green flag, when we get to the end of the day, it is going to start again, is it? Well, I don't know. But it is hypnotic, this game, like that was mentioned in the comment section. You could be there's not a great deal to it when you analyse it, but when it changes the times of the day, the different colours for the vehicles, and it goes on and on and on, and it's until you just run out of time. But it's a real nice game. It's a tough sell now if someone was born today and trying to sell it to them 20 years later. But you know, and just like my age or 10 years either side, we've come through a bit of a gaming revolution back from the very beginning to where we are now, and it's a wonderful era to have grown up with in terms of video gaming. It really is good stuff. Right, weaving through. So this is day 2, I think, because it says 2 in the display below hand. Whoa. Go around here, round we go. So long, racing car people. Whoa. Don't drive like this in the real world. It's a good job that there's no oncoming traffic. Chonabag said this is like Lewis Hamilton winning the Grand Prix. Probably with less crashes. I tell you what, I'd love it to snow on a Grand Prix. That's why I always wanted there to be a Norwegian Grand Prix or a Swedish Grand Prix where it snows. I just want to see what tyres they would come up with. They wouldn't put chains on the tyres, would they? Lewis, come in for snow tyres. We expect snow in 4 laps. I'd love that. People will be spinning all over the place. Or a Formula 1 car going through the ice. That'd be a bit weird as well. Right, okay. Are these cars or are these insects? It's always a little bit debatable what they are. Right, we've gone part. We've got the timer's on 206 cars, isn't it? Really. So you know, you could be forever. You could be forever on this, quite literally. I bet there's some kid back in the day who started playing this as now a fully grown adult. They get food by some kind of drip or something, and just continue onwards. The distance there, 1780, 90. Spike slicks would be dangerous, Graham. I agree. Be good to see though, wouldn't it? I feel sorry for the people doing the tyre change. You saw Mercedes a couple of races ago when they got Valtteri Bottas's tyres mixed up with George Russell's. Imagine that if one of them had spikes on the tyres as well. Hopefully the Grand Prix is a bit more exciting next season. We've got Sergio Perez, haven't we, in the second Red Bull, so hopefully he can give Verstappen a bit more of a run for his money, and also the Red Bull car can challenge Mercedes a bit better, so then we've got a more interesting championship. But it only seems a matter of time, doesn't it, really, that George Russell is going to either replace Valtteri Bottas or retiring Lewis Hamilton in that Mercedes car. Right, F1 Death Track. Well, yeah, a figure of 8. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Only if it was virtual, Graham. I think only if it was virtual. Right, let's weave through the fog. Oh man, I often wonder what's the difference between fog and mist. What's the difference between fog and mist? Is it the same thing or is it a completely different thing? Fog and mist. I can't see the fog for the mist. I can't see the mist for the fog. Can't see the cloud for the fog or the mist. Right. Oh, it's ticking. I think we're running out of time. Oh, get through. Let's try and turbo it to see if we can rescue this. Oh man, why is it beeping for? I mean, it's a bit like maybe it's linked to my heart monitor, trying to get through the traffic and getting worried. Well done, Vito. Nigel Mansell played this game. How did he get on? Oh yeah, Jules did a great job, Graham, in answer to your question. I've run out of time, but he did really well, didn't he? He was keeping Valtteri at bay and just really deserved the win, I think. So he was quite unlucky. Part of me wanted him to get a second go in the last race of the season, but it wasn't to be. But he did mark out that he's a good driver, isn't he, for the future. So one to look out for, most definitely. So what I would say. A huge thank you to everyone that's watched this stream. As I say, I'm really blown away by your generosity of the super chat. So thank you there. It makes a big difference to me. Hope I've kept you entertained for these 2 hours. If you watched the stream before, yesterday's or today, I take on board that maybe I need to do a few more late night streams. That's something we can work on a bit in the future. So have a fantastic evening, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you from here to then, but there will be another video going up tomorrow, Atari 2600 homebrew with a Christmassy theme. There's a couple of Spectrum ones there if you haven't seen those, if you're into your Spectrum, a Christmassy theme as well on the 128K, both with great music on there. So yeah, you've been an absolute pleasure to speak to, so thank you for creating the lovely community that you do. I quite often when I'm doing this, I see you talking together as well and sharing the odd joke, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a friendly environment. People could come in, de-stress, and you're brilliant, every single one of you. So as I say, have a fantastic evening, fantastic Christmas, enjoy your evening until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye everyone. Merry Christmas.